Friday the 13th, the final chapter, is 90 minutes of teenagers being strangled, stabbed, impaled, chopped up, and mutilated. That's all this movie is just mindless, bloody violence. And just think of the message this film offers to its teenage audience.
That the film is literally about stabbing. In other words, if you like this picture, what you have liked, I believe, is the idea that someone will get a stick put through their body, because that's the essence of this movie.
I just finished a marathon of Friday the 13th. In this video, we'll discuss the many myths that people still believe about this franchise. If you like what we do here, help the channel out by subscribing and liking this video. In this video, I will specifically be talking about the films done by Paramount 1 through 8. Spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen this franchise, then turn back now.
Jason, Mother is talking to you.
Jason isn't in Friday the 13th Part 1. By the end of Friday the 13th, we find out that Pamela Voorhees is the mother of Jason Voorhees and is angry at the camp and its staff because they were fornicating instead of watching her son, who ended up drowning in Crystal Lake.
Did you know that a young boy drowned? The counselors weren't paying any attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned.
Although Jason technically isn't in this film as we know him, he is indeed in this film. We see a glimpse of him drowning. We also have the end scene of the film where Jason comes up from the water attacking the final girl.
Jason should have been watched every minute. He wasn't a very good swimmer.
Jason doesn't take his mask off. I believe when people are talking about this, they're getting Halloween confused with Friday the 13th, because in most of the films, Jason does show his face. Unfortunately, there isn't much consistency with the way Jason looks under his mask, so he's always looking different, and I believe that Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan, he looks the absolute worst. Jason always had his mask. Jason first dons the hockey mask in Friday the 13th Part 3. And in Friday the 13th Part 2, he has like a burlap sack, or Baghead Jason.
That's my good boy.
Which I think Baghead Jason deserves more love, because I really do like this look.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Shh. But it's actually kill, mama. And that was inspired by Pamela Voorhees when she's talking as Jason.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
Jason is afraid of water. I believe they think of this because of Freddy vs. Jason, where storytelling wise we needed something for Jason to be afraid of so that Freddy could have some kind of an advantage over Jason. This was by the means of him being afraid of water. Although this is not true at all. There are many films where Jason enters the water, especially chasing after Tommy Jarvis in Part 6. He also goes out into the water in Part 4, and also in Jason Takes Manhattan. This also could be confusing because they have used water to entrap Jason and keep him locked away. Maybe some people that have seen Freddy vs. Jason and know of him being trapped in water now believe that Jason is afraid of water, but this is absolutely not true. Before Freddy vs. Jason, we actually got Jason vs. Carrie. In Friday the 13th Part 7, we meet our final girl Tina, who has psychokinetic abilities and goes head to head against Jason. The movies were toned down by the MPAA, and it really caused a lot of censorship within the franchise, especially after 4.
Cynical
It's terrible.
defeatism.
It's terrible. It's a terrible film. I think a much more interesting point is that the message that it sends out is not that this is the way the world is, but that now you've really got on the subject, which is that watching girls, and it's mostly girls again, getting stuck is entertainment.
You can start to see more kills being done off camera, and this would carry on until part 9, where New Line Cinema took over the franchise and made Jason Goes to Hell, and the films were no longer called Friday the 13th. But it really did a disservice to the rest of the franchise because a lot of the kills are very weak. Jason doesn't run. I remember when the remake of Friday the 13th was coming out and everybody was like, oh man, they made Jason run. But actually Jason has ran in the franchise. And I believe people mix this up because of Kane Hodder taking on the role of Jason. And he really set the tone of Jason being more of this slow-paced, walking monster type. Kane Hodder is Jason. Now this may rub some people the wrong way, but a lot of people hear Kane Hodder and they immediately think of Jason. Kane Hodder is no doubt Jason, and always will be. But he has only played Jason in 4 films, and that's 4 out of 10 films. And if we add Freddy vs. Jason and the remake into it, then he's actually only played Jason 4 out of 12 films. And a lot of people believe that these films are the weaker installments into the franchise.
You want nothing but a big old pussy anyway.
What do you think of Friday the 13th? Do you love these films? Is there anything we missed on this list? Let us know down below. And until next time, later!